Josephine Ceylon Yates was one of the first black professors hired at Lincoln University in Jefferson City, Missouri. She was born on December the 15th of 1859 in Mattuck, New York. In 1865, at the age of 6, she started a school and was rapidly advanced by her teachers. Josephine's uncle, John Bunyan Reeve, was the pastor of the Lombard Street Central Church in Philadelphia, and at the age of 11, she went to live with him so that she could attend the Institute for Colored Youth. In 1970, she went to live with her maternal aunt Frances in Newport, Rhode Island, and there she attended grammar school and later Rogers High School. She was the only black student at both, but was given respect and support by her teachers. Her science teacher considered her his brightest pupil and enabled her to do additional laboratory work in chemistry. She graduated at the valedictorian of the Rogers High School class of 1877 and received a medal for scholarship. She was the first black student to graduate from Rogers High School. Ceylon chose to attend the Rhode Island State Normal School in Providence to become a teacher, rather than pursuing a university career. She graduated in 1879. She later received a master's degree from the National University of Illinois. In 1879, Josephine Ceylon moved to Jefferson City, Missouri, to work as one of the first black teachers hired at Lincoln University. There she taught chemistry, elocution, and English literature. In 1889, Josephine Ceylon married William Ward Yates. Many schools prohibited married women from teaching, and upon her marriage, Josephine Ceylon gave up her teaching position at Lincoln. She moved to Kansas City, Missouri, where her husband was the principal of Phillips School. Her daughter Josephine Ceylon Yates Jr. was born in 1890. Her son William Bleeden Yates was born in 1895. In Kansas City, Josephine Ceylon Yates became active in the African American Women's Club movement. She was a correspondent for the Woman's Era, the first monthly magazine published by black women in the United States, and also wrote the Southern Walkman, The Voice of the Negro, the Indianapolis Freeman, and the Kansas City Rising Sun. In 1902, she was recalled by the president of Lincoln Institute to serve as the head of the Department of English and History. In 1908, she requested to resign due to illness, but the Board of Regents did not accept, and she stayed on as the advisor to women at Lincoln. Her husband died in 1910, and Josephine Ceylon Yates chose to return to Kansas City. She died on September 3rd, 1912, after a short illness. She was and she continues to be a very important woman in history. She was the first black woman to head a college science department. She may have been the first black woman to hold a full professorship at any U.S. college or university. When she graduated, she was the only black student in her class and the first African American certified to teach in the schools of Rhode Island. And as I said before, she became a magazine correspondent and an active member of the African American Women's Club movement. Thanks to her, many black people decided to fight for their dreams, to achieve goals such as being a teacher without being afraid of the stereotypes given to people of color, and nowadays there are many black professors who feel comfortable with their work without receiving any criticism.